So for the future, for our future vision, we are thinking about further development of varieties of products and about showing this path, this way to others, and trying to teach them, to kind of make them passionate also, as the same as we are, about ecology, about farming, about natural food, about the natural cycle, that you can be self-sustainable. If you really want to, you can do it.
This is something we were searching for, but we had a lot of questions. Will it work? Is it reasonable? It seems too beautiful. And we started to do it in order to answer these questions. Is it not? Is it really possible? And well, now with the experience, we see that it is possible. And we want to be part of this movement that will reinvent the agriculture, and we want to share our knowledge, and this is maybe a further step. When we finish the development of the farm, maybe we will try to teach people and to receive people that they have their own.
Yes, and to show that it is really possible and that it's really nice to live like this, to work for your own, to be your own boss also, to have your, to be young and not depend on the big companies, not to be the little tiny screw in the big machine, but to be your own machine.
Yeah. This is something that you need to work for, to invest energy, but it's so passionating that you do it gladly.
Mm-hmm. Something about mistakes that you learned, or?
Well, we learned that we started this with passion and as a couple, and we thought it would be beautiful agreement in every single point, that it is just amazing what we do, and it will be amazing between us. But we found out that when we grow, the decisions appear necessary about development, about investment, and as we didn't agree before on the way how we will make these decisions, they kind of shock us, and we didn't know what to do.
We didn't know how to manage.
The money share,
overwhelmed with all this decision taking. Nobody was assigned as responsible of one part, so it was confused, and we lost some energy trying to find a way how to solve this problem. Now we
managed to discuss, to share the obligations, the duties, the decision-making process.
We built a frame as a real company would.
Yes.
And we decide, you are responsible of that, I am responsible of that. Together we decide about this and that, and it's working.
It's working much better. We are saving time, energy, and we give, for example, direct responses. If there is difficult question, we can directly respond to it. Not wait. Okay, wait. I have to ask. I have to discuss it with my family. So this was the first trouble, and the second trouble is also that you need to manage the time you spend working and the time you spend living.
Because our farm is part of our house. Our house is part of our farm. It's very blurred. It's very hard to draw a line and to say, here starts the company, the farm, here starts the private life. So we also needed to put a frame also, to be able to say, okay, now it's time for the private time, now it's time for company discussion. It's something that is needed.
Not to discuss at the breakfast all the company matters, and I think this is biggest
But is
advice.
it something that you miss from your future work, your past work, or living in the city or study?
I would never come back to the previous life. To me, there is no turn back. I would not like to.
Yeah. I miss I was passionate also about engineering, and I miss to work as an engineer also. But I don't regret having changed that, because even I was working in a company that is promoting some environmental products, supposedly, but working there I realized that it was not the real way to do the things and to do something for the environment, for the good, and having our own thing that we can decide how we do. We have our own ethics, we have our own values that are strong, and this I would never abandon it again.
I think once you go on this independent path, you cannot come back to depend on somebody and to the classical form of 5 days per week work. I think would be too constraining for me. I like this freedom of living, of being. It's important for me to be independent.
Shalinka, our baby goat that is not a baby anymore.
Which one was first?
Just two sisters that are over there.
These two sisters, they're Bronzova and Biała.
That is changing color to black in the winter.
Biała is not Biała anymore.
Yes.
She's not.
And we have their daughters and their granddaughters.
So you started with the goat, yes?
We started with the goat.
I took them as a grass cutters. When I say that they become part of the family, like dogs and cats are usually, because it's very intelligent animal, very emotional. We won the competition for the best cheese in the region. In fact, there was said that our cheese is the most biologically clean and safe. And it was the biggest part of our success. After they make the microbiological test, it was the best cheese in the whole Łódzkie region.
Yeah, for us it's a confirmation that we are doing some healthy products and with very high quality. We are eating it every day, so we know the value of it, but for us it was very rewarding.
And what are your plans about the cheese? Are you going to compete in other festivals? Or?
Yes, of course, I think we will. And I hope we will also come with some rewards, not only
we would like to participate maybe in other concourse for every product we have, the oil, the vinegars, the vegetables, herbs.
Also on European level? Do you have such dreams?
I think we cannot compete with France.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. But
okay.
We have
But we take care to keep things local. So we want to continue mostly to have the biggest amount of clients locally around us, in the villages around, and in the big city, Łódź, that is close to us.
But do you have clients from this village also?
Yes, of course.
Some neighbors are coming to us.
Some people that find out we have goat milk and their kids have allergies. So of course they come here, and step by step they learn that we have more than just milk and cheese.
would like to ask you another question. How much time did it take you to make decision to change your lives, to stop the job, to quit the job, to not continue your professional career, and so on?
I think I first realized that I don't want to go the classical career path and that I want to be self-employed. And I was searching for opportunity to actually do it. And then Marvin came with the idea of the farming, the modern farming. And we just start to implement this idea. And at the moment we saw it's successful, we decided to make it for living.
And what about you?
For me, it was. It's hard to say when was the actual decision, but I was always interested about entrepreneurship before, so I always thought about it a little, and I was working in Warsaw for a while, and in the same time we started to implement the farm, to develop it, and there was a moment in which we saw on one hand it was successful what we are doing and we wanted to continue, and on the second hand I felt I really wanted to stop what I was doing because I felt it was better. So there is no precise moment, but I would say it took 6 months maybe to the full process of taking the decision, because it's not an easy decision to take. For I don't know if the HR would see it as a good thing, so it's maybe harder to come back or not, because we learn a lot of valuable things.
There was a lot of voices telling us don't risk everything, don't
It's not the safer way.
It's not the safe
It's not
option.
like everybody do.
What you will do after if you are not successful. But there was also, on the other hand, a lot of voices that say you will be successful. It's a nice idea.
Or it's amazing what you want to do. Do it.
And we follow
try.
rather these amazing voices
Yeah.
than the negative ones.
Because we saw there is something that is possible. We didn't know exactly, but we felt it can be. And as we were young, still not, we didn't have
bonds,
credit,
or
baby or what, so it was the moment to start. After, I think it would be when you already start a career, invest some time, effort to build your career and things,
to quit.
it would be more difficult.
Thank you very much. Thank you, both of you.